is rules. So we're going to do a couple things today that are going to be really fun. But I need to tell you a couple things. One, if we're doing science, this is what I tell my class. You always have to have your safety tools. So I will be wearing my cool safety goggles, okay? And I am going to be handling a substance. What's a substance? Raise your hand. Could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be mixing and doing something with the substance, and we always have to be careful. So when I do my science, you got to wear your safety gloves. And of course, I'm a girl, so I don't like to wear those plain, boring latex things. So I got to wear pink, which is my favorite color.
Yeah.
Okay? So, Ed, what else do you see right here?
An S.
An S. Yes, do you know what it stands for?
Science.
Super science. Not just science, but super science. So you guys are going to be my super science stars. Can you say that?
Super science stars.
Okay. Now, in order to do super science, we have to have a couple of rules. I don't like to call them rules, but I like to call them guidelines. Okay, things that will help us have a great time and things that will help us learn the best. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
So can you guys help me? What would be some things that you don't even know me and I don't know your names? So what would be one of the things we could do in this class that would help us in our lesson today? In Miss Pink right here. What would help us be able to talk together?
Introduce our names.
You could say your name, okay, when I called on you. What else? What else could we do? What if everybody started talking at once when I asked a question? Would that be helpful? Okay, tell me your name. Michaela, what could we do?
We could do this because that means like be quiet.
Is that what your teacher does?
Yeah.
Like,
No, she doesn't. It's
Okay. So, you guys are all holding something up like this. If you want to share something in class, what's the best way to do it? Raise your hand, and then what? Do you just shout out whatever you want to say?
You tell the teacher and come up with it.
Okay, so you'd wait maybe for what I have. So I have something that I think will help us. This is called a talking bag. So with so many of you, if you have a comment that you want to make, and I'm going to be asking tables to answer questions. And you're going to talk to your table mates, and you're going to decide on what the best answer is. So if I throw this to this table over there, okay, you guys would answer the question, figure it out, and when you're ready to give me the answer, guess what you get to do?
What?
You get to throw it back to me. I'm a pretty good catch, okay? So we're going to use our talking bag today to practice learning how to communicate so we can hear each other's answers. Now, what if somebody says something that we don't agree with? It doesn't make sense to us. What should we do? Little Miss Pink. Would you say, that's crazy, that's stupid? No, what could we do? You could say, well, yeah, what do you mean by that, right? Or I disagree with that. Something I like to do is thumbs up, thumbs down. So if you agree with something, I might say, how many agree with that? And we would say, thumbs up, because that's a safe, polite thing to do. And if you didn't agree with it, what could you do? Thumbs down. Does that mean that you're thumbs downing that person? And saying that you don't like him or something? No, it just means the idea, right? So there's going to be some things that we agree on, and there's going to be some things maybe we disagree, or maybe we're not even sure. So I like thumbs down if you agree with it or you understand it, and thumbs down if you're not so sure, and even thumbs sideways. Do you know what I call that?
Kind of.
That means kind of. Good job. Okay, it means maybe I'm not so sure about that one. Okay? So you guys, I noticed when you were reading, when I was setting up, you were talking a lot about some animals, right?
Uh-huh.
So today, we are going to talk about, ta-da, wanted, dead or alive.
What?
What do you think, I've got my talking bag here, what do you think we'd be talking about with this poster?
If it's living or non-living.
If it is living or non-living. You just got my whole title of my lesson. Have you guys been talking about living and non-living?
Yes. Sort of.
Let's have thumbs up if you remember talking about living things and non-living things. And thumbs down if you're not quite sure if you remember. If we've talked living or non-living. Okay, good. So,
And used to.
I'm going to show you a couple of things. And maybe, is it Miss